Yes,
So
yes,
moving further,
definitely.
okay, so this is the rapid fire round here, and I'll just
Sure,
ask whatever I ask, you have to just say whatever hits your mind. Okay, are you ready?
definitely, definitely, definitely.
Okay,
Very excited for
okay.
it.
So pen, mic, or microphone?
Pen. No, microphone, microphone, microphone. Definitely microphone.
I thought being a novelist and author, so Yash will pick pen.
Like, to be very honest, I'm more, inclined towards public speaking than writing, I would say.
Yes, because you are more a motivational speaker, and we need you in such unpleasant
Thank
times.
you
We
so
need
much.
you. So,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Vivek sir has joined us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. I want to mention Yash that he's a very senior writer, and I often come across his post, and I really like his writings and all. So thank you so much for joining, sir.
Namaste, Vivek sir. Glad to have you today.
Okay, moving next. Taking or sharing?
Sorry, I could not catch that.
Taking or sharing?
Sharing, definitely.
Okay, me or we?
We,
Melancholy or optimism?
optimistic all of the time. That is my profession.
Leading or commanding?
Leading, definitely. Leading.
Great. You are already a leader. Okay. Okay.
Thank
And
you so
now
much.
the first thought that hits your mind again, COVID-19.
Pandemic 2020, Rise of the Virus, my latest novel, which is also world's first fiction novel based on the COVID-19 outbreak, for which I have been awarded by the India Book of Records for being the youngest one to author a fiction novel on coronavirus outbreak.
We all Indian are so proud, Yash. We all are so proud. Great.
Thank you so much.
Nutrition
Thank you.
and
That really
well-being.
means a lot.
Nutrition and
It
well-being.
is a necessity of life that should be talked about and discussed about to an even greater degree among the youngsters, especially, I would say.
Absolutely. Free advice.
Free advice, like from my side.
From anyone's side, if people want to have
Yeah.
just free advice,
No, like, I
they
mean,
want
if you
to
are asking that what is my free advice to everybody, is that what you are asking?
anyone's domain area is
Okay.
not specified. Like as a
Yeah.
nutritionist or a
All right.
wellness consultant, someone approaches me, and
Mm-hmm.
that person has something in mind. As I'll ask something about free and all, or if anyone
Yeah.
approaches to you,
For free advice. So
so
I would say that,
what?
of course, I am. Yeah. See, if you approach me for a free advice, I would definitely help you to the best of my ability. But we have to understand that there is a big difference between consulting someone and asking for free advice. A free advice can just be like a conversation of 2 to 5 minutes. A consultation is a very long period of time, I would say.
Correct, because when it it is health related and all, then you must be very
Exactly.
cautious.
Exactly.
Freshers at work.
Freshers at work need to start understanding that just because they are inexperienced or just because they are not very much knowledgeable about the workplace doesn't mean that they are incapable or they do not have the potential. They need to stop doubting their own selves and they need to understand that they will be able to develop the experience over the course of a long time that they are going to work for. But they also need to believe in their fresh ways of approaching the work that they are entering and also taking that first step, not shying away from taking that first step and just flying away, I would say, with success.
Digital detox.
Is a necessity, especially at least once a week, I would say. I never do that, I never get to do that, but for others I would surely suggest that yes, it is truly a necessity.
But for the people who are, spending quite a time on the laptops or any other
Yeah,
electric gadget, so for them, because this is the necessity for them, they need to work for stretched hours and all.
exactly, exactly.
So for
See,
them,
I'll,
you
I'll tell
want
you
to say
one thing.
something?
I'll tell you one thing. So the thing is that not everybody is always working when they are on the digital platforms. This is the one fact that we need to understand and acknowledge. So especially for those people who are simply, spending away the time of the lockdown months upon months on the digital platforms just to pass the time, a digital detox is essentially required. And for those people who are like constantly working, they cannot get away from their digital devices just because, of course, they cannot physically congregate at their workplaces. I would say once in a while, like at least once in a week or once in 2 weeks, it is truly a necessity for sure, because that would like kind of rekindle the fuel in your mind for the long run. Either you can get done with the fuel that you have right now and just feel exhausted, or you can give yourself some time at certain intervals of weeks or days, we can say, and then work more efficiently. So the choice is yours.
Okay, great. Yes, I think I have done with all my questions that I had in my mind, and a few questions I have picked up, but
Yeah,
I'm running out of time, so I'll just ask you one and last final question. Somebody
sure.
asked me that you talked about we need to focus on self-analysis. So, can you further elaborate on this? Self-analysis, how any employee can can do self-analysis when he or she is going he's undergoing a very stress or anxiety, especially at the workplace, but he's not ready to share, or share with, not even with friends or not even at workplace, but he or she is going through anxiety and stress. So how then
Yeah. So, mhm. I'm going to tell you like a like exactly a 5 minute activity that you can even do right now if you'd like, which is based on self analysis. And I can assure you, a lot many people know about this, but hardly anybody truly does this. So simply take a piece of paper and a pen and prepare two columns, one which says your strengths and the other one which says your weaknesses. Do not write more than 5 points, but at least write down five of your strengths and five of your weaknesses. Now, when you have that list of your strengths and weaknesses, which are, of course, the most common one because they are the ones which came up in your mind instantly as you prepared those columns, then you have to prepare two more columns, which are of the opportunities and of your threats. Now, start thinking of how your strengths are helping you in all the kind of we can say work related activities that you have to perform on, and also how you are not able to exercise some of your strengths in the basic workplace that you are in right now. You need to differentiate that first, that how are your strengths actually being implemented in your workplace, and also how some other parts of your strengths are not being implemented in your workplaces. So then you will understand that what you still have the potential for, what you still want to achieve in your life, but you are not able to do that right now because your workplace, your work direction doesn't quite enable you to utilize your strengths to the best of your ability. Then we come to your weaknesses. You start analyzing what kind of weaknesses are there within your own self that are inhibiting your growth. What kind of weaknesses are hindering your growth at the workplaces? What kind of threats you are facing on very basic terms? Like if I say that there is this person who states in his weakness column that he is very shy, he doesn't know how to communicate very well. So one of the greatest threat that he would face would be, let's say, a presentation, or let's say a public meeting where he has to interact with the people around him. And these are some very basic things which all of us do have to come across or participate in at some moment in our life for sure. So I would say that the best way to work upon them is to begin by analyzing them, is to begin by acknowledging them. Most of us do have a lot many strengths and a lot many weaknesses, but most of us do not even analyze them properly. Most of us do not even know what we are good at or what we are bad at. So tell me one thing very honestly, until and unless you truly have a list of what all you can do and what all you still have to work upon, how will you be able to enhance yourself, enhance your personality, let alone your mental health or let's say your work related progress? So start with the basics, start with the very first step of listing it all down in the most briefest of manner that you possibly can, and from there take the cue regarding what you need to do next. How is it inhibiting you, or how is it taking you further in your workplace?
um, very nicely you have put up. Yes, my final question to you is, as I
Sure.
believe that, and I think most of the people will agree with me that HRs are actually the real, drivers who can drive these wellness programs honestly. But I don't know what are the real constant while driving these programs. Either employees are not taking interest, but again, if employees are not taking much interest in such programs, there are some uh, problems with the HR side. So do you think that HRs are uh, very honest in driving such wellness programs for employees, and they think that wellness programs are very important for employees?
All right. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Am
Yes,
I
I just
audible?
want. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I've heard your question. So shall I proceed?
Yes, yes, please.
All right. So the first thing we need to understand when we talk about this particular question is that the whole process of counseling someone or helping someone on psychological level is not just a one-way process. It is not simplex. It is a duplex process where taking and giving both are required. Like if I say that, let's say I'm delivering all these international sessions or workshops or whatever that might be, it wouldn't be of any if the people who are listening to me are not taking it. If I am preaching them about, let's say, how to develop your mental health, how to develop your mental strength or your emotional well-being, but the people are not even ready to take it all in, they are not even ready to discuss about it, let alone accept it or acknowledge it, then what good would it be anyway? So when we talk about the efforts of HR, I would definitely say that, as you said, they are truly the unsung heroes that we need to applaud for their great efforts. For the employees as well, even if I have been saying that, we need to work towards the employees, we need to work on the employees as well. Employees need to work on themselves as well. They need to understand that it is not always about raising the questions that the system is not working, the politics is not working, the higher ups are not working. It is also about working on your own self. Like I was recording this talk for like a venture a couple of days ago, and I was talking about the youth. It was actually for the BBC Hindi FM, and the question came up that what would you like to suggest to the youngsters over here in our country? And I said that the first thing which I would want our youngsters to understand is that all of us are raising a lot many questions. That the education is wrong, the politics is wrong, the system is wrong in our country. But how many of us are truly contributing towards it? So just like that, if we take the scenario over here in the workplaces, and we are questioning that, let's say the employers are not working very well on the employees, they are not looking after the mental health, which is not always true, I would say. The same thing goes for the employees as well. How much are they contributing towards their own mental health? Are they even asking for those consultancy sessions? Are they even asking for those motivational or inspirational sessions, or even services from the HR profession? So anyone in general whom they can seek some sort of guidance from. So the employees also need to understand that it is not always about bashing the system. It is also about understanding what you need to improve in your own self. How can you, to the best of the ability, based on what all has been provided to you and is being provided to you? So as I said in the beginning, it is not always about giving. It wouldn't matter, no matter what I'm saying, until and unless the people listening to me are also ready to take it. So it is always about giving as well as taking. It is the collaboration of all these two things which truly contributes to the development of the emotional well-being of the person. It wouldn't be of any value if a person is telling you something but you are not ready to listen to it. So yes, that would be my answer to it. That we do not just need to focus on how the workplace is perhaps not good enough for the employees on the emotional level. We also need to work on how the employees themselves need to, improve the acceptance. They need to be better at accepting what is being provided to them.
So I can see, yes, people are admiring your answers so much. They are commenting so well. Thank you, Sharad. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Namta. Thank you, everyone in the session. And I totally agree with you, Yash, that I also think that instead of pointing out what is wrong with the world, you should focus within yourself what's right in
Exactly.
you, and
Exactly. Exactly.
strengthen your positive emotions. So, with all these words, I am about to finish the session, and I again would like to thank you so much, Yash, for your time, and I have taken a few time. Initially, I have just taken few more time of yours, and
No, no,
I'm so
it's
sorry for that
absolutely fine.
again.
It's absolutely fine.
But it was really a nice, a very great, insightful interaction, and I'll be sharing soon with all of them. And I hope I'll see you soon again with Fitgenics next session.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great interacting with you. I loved talking about all these wonderful questions that you presented. And to all of our viewers, if you would like to connect, you can connect with me on www.yashtiwari.org, or you can connect with me on all the social handles like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the other platforms that you can possibly think of on at Yash Tiwari Speaks. So I'm very eagerly waiting to connect with all
This
of you. And
information
yes,
this
additionally,
information is all,
yeah,
I mean, for all the participants who were with us, who are with us, and who are listening to us. So you can connect him anytime for the motivational speech, and I think we all need such motivational, uh, motivational thoughts and your points on such times. So thank you once again, Yash. Thank you so much for your time, and we are ending here. Thank you, all of you.
thank you.